All right, let's start off here in the U.S. with that debt limit discussions. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of political jockeying. We need to increase the debt limit for the U.S. to pay its debts. It's basically the credit of the United States. How real is the threat of a potential default that could potentially have a big negative impact on the U.S. economy?
Well, here's the irony, right? The stakes are incredibly high from an economic and market perspective for not raising the debt ceiling, so much so that very understandably most investors say they're crazy, but not that crazy. Here's the problem. We have a whole new, crop of Republicans in the House. We've got legislators who don't remember 2011. They weren't in the seat. We also have investors that don't remember 2011 and how close we got to something very, very serious. And we're heading into what we say every 4 years, the most contested and contentious U.S. elections of our time. So with that in mind, I think it's really important on two counts. First of all, that investors not be overconfident, shall we say, in Congress doing the right thing when it comes to raising the debt ceiling. And let's remember that this is a new problem, but an old issue. During Ronald Reagan's presidency, the debt ceiling was raised 17 times without it even featuring in the headlines.
Okay.
How times have changed.
So, Tina, I want to make sure I understand. Sorry to interrupt you. I want to make sure I understand. So I know you say it's going to go down the wire. Is there any real danger of this deal not happening?
Absolutely, there's a real danger that we go over the cliff. The question is whether it is a black swan kind of risk, low probability, high impact, or a material risk. And I am heading toward the material risk camp because I think that we have a willingness to incur the economic cost if the political gain is seen to be worthwhile. Investors are looking at the economic cost. They don't remember the votes like TARP and this that, frankly, had a big toll on Congress. The other point I want to highlight is that it's not just binary. It's the debt ceiling is raised or it isn't raised. If there is a deal that does make significant cuts in the budget, there are going to be trade-offs on growth, and that's going to impact our U.S. recession outlook. Yeah,
certainly something to watch for a lot of investors. I want to also focus on China and Australia. So China and Australia, they're actually linked very closely economically. About a third of all of Australia's goods actually go to China, do about a third of their trade with China. What does it mean for Australia to kind of bolster its military in response to a rising China?
I think it means that Australia is taking the security risks in its region very seriously, and perhaps in contrast to Europe, where I'm based, is looking to be more muscular in its approach to be able to strengthen its defense. The peace dividend is well and truly dead, and so is the so-called Pax Americana. We're seeing defense budgets increase globally. We had the AUKUS deal, remember, last year, Australia and the U.S., and we should expect to see more defense spending as a way of signaling, frankly, that these powers take security seriously and take China seriously. China's been spending exponentially more for many years now.
Two other conflicts to watch, one in Ukraine. Obviously, we're in the second year of that war, and now in Sudan. Which one should investors pay more attention to?
Well, the answer to that question is which one is systemic, and that is where the Ukraine conflict had surprised many investors because it was systemic, meaning something that was regional, had a market impact both in energy and in food security, right? As well as therefore in the wider economic outlook. So the next steps in the Ukraine spring offensive, postponed a bit longer than expected, are also going to be a big milestone for the way Washington and European powers who've been supporting Ukraine think about what comes next. The chances of this conflict concluding this year are next to zero, but we're going to be watching closely to see how much Ukraine can do with the new weapons and just how degraded Russia's military is, because that's been a matter of speculation during this quieter winter period. But Sudan is also important in a more complex world, given its geostrategic location. It does matter. Third largest country in Africa, and part of the argument for my geopolitical supercycle thesis is more frequent, longer and more complex civil wars. What's unfolding in Sudan exactly illustrates this point.